Hey Sagittarius, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your June 2019 singles read. So again, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 2019 singles. Again, hope you're doing fantastic. As you know, I pre-shuffle, but I like to add a little more energy before we get started. All right, so hopefully this resonates with the majority of you. But keep in mind, like I said, it is a general read. So you want to check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. See if you can get any more clarity. Sometimes those signs may resonate with you more than others. So again, check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Any likes, subscribe, shares, comments, etc. greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. I do like to repeat that because I get emails daily regarding that, regarding private reads, which I'm so thankful for, don't get me wrong, but you'll save us both a lot of time if you just check the video below. And if I forgot for some reason to put it in this video, it will be in like the video next to it. So just keep that in mind. All right. So let's see what's going on for Sagittarius singles for June 2019. Sagittarius singles, June 2018. I can't believe it's June already. We're halfway through this year. It's insane. All right. Got 3 cards that flipped over. I'm going to take them. We'll pull your theme of the month and we'll get started. All right. Also, I always forget to say which decks I'm using. So trying to get much better about that. The 10 card spread is done with the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. And the clarifying and theme of the month cards are done with the 8 coin tattoo tarot deck. So 3 shuffles, we'll pull your theme of the month and we'll get started. So Sagittarius singles, June 2019. Let's see what's going on for you guys. My Sagittarians for June 2019 for the singles. All right, what is the theme of the month going to be? Oh, whoa. Oh, look. The Ace of frickin' Cups. All right, let's just end the read now. Have a great month. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, though, the Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. It is new beginnings in love, new attractions, new friendships, excitement. It's that giddy butterfly feeling you get in your stomach when you meet somebody new. It's the honeymoon stage when you meet somebody new. So if that's your theme of the month, like seriously, let's take it and run. Let's cut and run. All right, but no, I mean, that's a fantastic card. It does mean, and it doesn't have to mean, it doesn't mean, ooh, you're going to meet your twin flame right now. I don't want to knock that though. You could, but it does definitely mean new beginnings, but friendships too, excitement, meeting new people, building on like a vivacious type energy. All right, the first card you have is your current position. You have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a nostalgic energy. It's looking back, it's meditating, it's looking at the past and reminiscing. So this card definitely tells me that some of you are maybe in a spot where you're ready to meet that someone. You're ready to meet somebody to develop something big with, because this isn't just reminiscing about, you know, old Yeller or, you know, your childhood pet or anything. This is like, I remember at one point that I wanted, you know, a house with kids and a dog and a significant other. And so, and it doesn't even have to be that. It could just be, you know, somebody, a life partner to travel with. But this is big. This isn't just, hey, I'm looking for my friends with benefits, which if you are, like, no judgment whatsoever, good on you, you know. We each have our own things, desires, needs, wants, etc. at different times in our life. But this to me is like the leap of faith. This to me is something a lot bigger than that. A lot more expectation. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Chariot card, which is Cancer's card. So you could be dealing with Cancer, you could be meeting Cancer, you could have Cancer placements in your chart. The Chariot card is definitely big moves, big, bold moves, Sagittarius. I feel like you're ready for it. I feel like you have like trained up to this point. I know that sounds weird, trained, but I think of the Chariot and I think of like the Chariot games, or, you know, where they would rally in the arenas and kind of, you know, fight to the death or whatever, because the Chariot is like, this says you are literally on your mind thinking, I'm looking for somebody, this horse, to join me on this chariot so that we can move forward in a steady path. Obviously, there's always bumps along the road. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be completely smooth. Relationships take work. But the Chariot is saying you have an idea in your head of what you want. You're not fucking around. Like, this is, if I'm going to date or if I'm going to meet people, the only people I will, like, entice or think about or really give the time of day to, and not in a conceited. It's not like you're being bitchy or cruel or anything. It's just saying, like, you're not playing games. So somebody just said, I'm not here to play games, kids, like, or I'm not here for the drama, kids. I don't know who's thinking that, but it just popped in my head. And the Chariot card legitimately is, if two people are going in the same direction, they can move smoothly. If you're going one direction and somebody else is going the other direction, the Chariot stands still, and then what's the fucking point? So this definitely tells me that you're like in the mindset of the long haul. The next card you have is your distant past, over the past 5-10 years. Could be throughout your childhood. Well, shit. Would you look at that? I'm telling you. Do we really want to go on from here? All right, so you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups twice. If you're not dating, I would run. I would get out and run. I would say hello to everybody at the grocery store. I would join a dating site, probably just one, and try and pick a good one or a decent one, or if there so exists a decent one. Or I would get into a meetup group, because to have an Ace of Cups card in both. So the reason this is in past placement is because the universe is trying to say to you, hey, Sagittarius, do you remember you had big dreams, you had big goals, you had aspirations? Now is a very good time to, to start thinking about making those dreams come true. Now is a really good time to start acting upon those, because having this in the past card, past placement, A, tells me that it's something you've wanted for a long time. B, it tells me that that like you've had it before, or you know it exists, or you know what it feels like, and you want that yumminess again. The next card you have is your immediate past. So over the past 2 weeks, past month or so, and you have the Magician. And the Magician is beautiful. This is saying you can manifest whatever you want. This is making something better. So I feel like for you, you're at the precipice of going, having a partner, having somebody to love on, dote on, having somebody show me attentiveness and affection is something I really want. And the Magician is saying, my life is good. I like my life. It may not be perfect. I may not have the perfect job. I may not have the most money. I mean, whatever. But the Magician is saying that you're taking what you have, right? You're taking the blessings you have. You're taking the life you have, and you want to make it better. It doesn't necessarily mean you need somebody to make it better. You want to meet somebody because that's maybe a missing puzzle piece, and you want that love and that connection, or the new friendships, or the exciting moments. And the Magician is saying you're really starting to realize that is a big piece for you that you would like to see come into play at some time. The next card you have is your distant future, so over the next few months. And you have the Five of Coins. So we're going to clarify that little shit when we get to the clarification cards, because the Five of Coins is actually feeling like a loss, or kind of a poverish type feeling. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's something that's just going to come into play like a one-off, if that makes sense. Like maybe you feel that way because maybe it's like slow going for you. So again, we'll clarify that, but it's a feeling of poverish. Now, what's interesting about this is that somebody watching you. So maybe you're going to meet somebody. It's really exciting. Maybe you've already met somebody, and then maybe there's like a curveball thrown here with this. Again, and this is somebody kind of watching you or paying attention here. So maybe you're just feeling really positive, like, hey, this is something I want. This is, I'm ready for it, etc. But maybe it takes a little time to build up. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, that it's more like a time factor. Like, you're kind of gung-ho and you're ready and you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and you feel like you're in a good place to get it. And then you're kind of like, wait, it's kind of taken a little bit. But trust me, with the way dating goes nowadays and stuff, that it can be, you got to kiss a lot of frogs. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is some sort of defense. It's being on the defense, but it's also strategic planning. So I feel like, honestly, that you want to get out there, that you want to meet people, but you're kind of like, I don't know how to do it without dealing with some sort of bullshit, or I don't know how to do it without feeling like you'd get hurt, or feeling like there's something significant that would kind of play into it, if that makes sense. So I feel like maybe some past hurts or something could crawl back in this month, or maybe you just kind of feel like, am I doing this right? Do I have the, how do I read people? But it feels like more of an insecurity inside you, kind of like, how do I know if I'm making the right choices? So just kind of a self-doubt right here, but I don't think you have to worry about it too much. It's just kind of trying to get the hang of things. The next card you have is anything tangible throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end. It can last for a day, a month. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a sadness of some sort, a grief. So here's what I'm going to say, Sag. I'm starting to feel like you very much could be meeting somebody amazing, okay? And you're ready to meet somebody amazing. But who is this? There's some energy that is BSing me, that is just pissing me off. Who is this person coming into this read? Because this is not like a bad future with somebody. This is like somebody who's trying to come back. This is like a past person who's like, hey, trying to reminisce with you, trying to get back with you. It's not a reconciliation read. And this isn't somebody you'd want to reconcile with, because this is somebody who's like from the past that's bringing you grief. Could even be like a family member or a friend or something, but whoever this is, like, they don't have your best intentions and you're ready for these new beginnings. So I feel like this kind of ties in together. Like somebody's coming back in and they're like, hey, or you're going to meet somebody and you're like, no, like maybe you go on a few dates and you're kind of excited about it and you're like, hey, and then you get to know them a little better and you're like, no. But I think this is just kind of a blip here. But I really do feel like this is past, like, you're single and somebody out of the blue is going to be like, oh, hey, how's it going? It was like from 2 years ago. And you're kind of going, oh, fuck. That's what, drums up from my past. The next card you have is how you're feeling. Yeah, see, you'll be fine with it, whatever happens. Because the next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. And you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is stamina. It's capability. It's perseverance. It's being able to push through. So I feel like this is kind of like, you crawling through the mud and coming out smelling like molasses. There's a power surge here for you. I can't explain it. Again, somebody is going to come talk to you, or somebody from your past is going to show up and you're going to be like, oh, hell no. But it may muster up some, like, do I really want to date? Like, I don't know, some very interesting feelings here. So just keep that in mind. You're going to persevere just fine. In fact, I want to flip them the bird. I don't know why or who this is, but I really just want to flip them the bird. All right, the next card you have, I feel like you might flip them the bird. The next card you have are your hopes and fears for your outcome. Well, your hope is happy life, happy family, happy stability, happy resting place. The Four of Wands I love. The Four of Wands ties beautifully with the Ace of Cups and moving in, a succinct direction, because the Four of Wands is resting. It's happiness. It's like happy home. It's like things kind of coming together, and your hope is, that's what you're going to find. That's what you're going to transcend upon, is this happiness, is this two people together. And, this is like the epitome of there's a first completion, which is meeting somebody, moving into, I'm saying moving into, and I was going to say moving into the stage of going from dating to commitment, but I almost want to say like moving in together. The next card you have is your outcome, and you have the Eight of Cups. So this is interesting. What I was talking about here with the slow moving, the Eight of Cups is stagnation. It's dissatisfaction, but it's like things aren't moving fast enough for you. So you have these cups, which may intertwine with this shit right here, whoever this person is, because you have all these cups that want you, or maybe interested in you, or you've known before, who are like coming back in, who are all of a sudden like, hey baby, how's it going? And you're like, hell no. Because you're just wanting one cup. You want the one cup. You want the one cup for this. You want the one cup for this. Oh, look, one cup, one cup. Aces, ones. Ones may be a number for you. 1 day, 1 week, the first of the month, the fifth of the month. But again, this 8 is saying, look, Sag, it may take a minute to come around. You may have to be very patient, because the 8 of Cups, again, is a dissatisfaction, but not dissatisfaction in a person. It's a dissatisfaction in timing. It's stagnation. It's feeling like things are moving slowly. Sorry, I had a bunch fall out on the floor. It's feeling like things aren't moving as quick as you would like. Oh, look, and another 1 and 1. So you have the aces, and then you have the ones. You have the Magician again. So the Magician is saying be patient. This is about connections. This is about versatility. So you will be connecting with somebody on a high level. You will be connecting with somebody. But again, it's like, it's kind of like, if you build it, they will come. Like from that movie, The Field of Dreams or whatnot. If you build it, they will come. And it's kind of that, like if you go out and look and you truly believe, then it will happen. Get rid of whatever this is. Whoever out there, it could be for one person out there, but you have somebody who comes back, and back and back. Like they keep coming back around going, hey, or like maybe you have a couple people who like just randomly just text you like, hey, how you doing? You want to get together? Like whatever this is, cut that out because it's blocking way too many good things for you. The Magician here, it could be even like a friends with benefit situation where you know it's just your friends with benefit, but they try and like, hey, you want to, oh, we haven't talked in a while, let me take you on a date. And you're like, yeah, a date that I know ultimately there's expectations behind. So whatever it is for you, just lose this crap, cut that energy out. The Magician though is a beautiful card. Again, it's about manifesting what you want. And then you end here clarifying with the King of Cups. So be patient, okay? Wait it out because the King of Cups is coming. The King of Cups is an amazing energy. You have a lot of cup, like really good cup cards, plus the Cancer card. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. There are a lot of cups. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. But the King of Cups is a very good place to end. This is somebody who is offering their cup to you. This is somebody who is romantic. This is somebody who embodies the heart energy. So just keep that in mind. Be patient. Cut out the negativity, even if that's just a friend who talks shit. Cut out whatever it is, because I mean, you've got the Ace of Cups. Like that's unbelievably beautiful. I think if you're not out there, like I said, I would run. Don't just walk, run. All right. I'll see you next month. Bye, Sag.